everyone, welcome today to Alexa Flexibility. We are going to talk about bridge from standing and recovery. First thing that we want to think about for the students is having really good hip and quad flexibility. And in that, also making sure that the students understand how to keep their core in during their stretches and keep that core support. This is really going to pay off when we go to the bridge from standing. The next component that they need to have is very good upper back and shoulder flexibility, because what we're going to do is incorporate the upper back and shoulder flexibility with the hip flexibility, and then the core support to be protecting the lower back, and then also for the stand up, making sure that they're standing up through that hip flexibility, the upper back and shoulder, using the really strong core support. As we discussed, the first thing you want to do is start with the hip and leg flexibility, and that will also take the longest. So you want to work them through a lot of progressions so that they can really improve in that area. Once you feel that they've got very good flexibility in that area, you can start to ask them to add the arch to an upper back and shoulder arch, keeping the core engaged so they are not using the lower back, and then accessing through the hips. And that's a good way to get them used to the idea of what we're going to ask them to do in bridge from standing. We also want to make sure that they've got good shoulder and upper back flexibility so that they can really keep their core controlled in that position as well and access through just that upper back and shoulder. And then we incorporate that into their back flexibility with smaller elements like bridge on elbows, where they can lift up and rock into the upper back and shoulders while keeping the middle lower back neutralized there. So that way, when we put it all together in the bridge from standing, they're going to feel how to lift up in their strength support, use their upper back and shoulders rolling through, really access through the hips, and come down nice and controlled. Then for standing up, we're going to ask them to lift up into the hips, really hinge in that hip flexibility, extra strong core lift, and using the core to support up all the way back up to standing, coming through the upper back as piece by piece as possible. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy.